spa training class. If you're just joining me for the first time, you're highly welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're streaming from. Thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, thank you so much. Foley Shade, you're welcome. Lanze, you're welcome. Divine Love, Joyner, Anna, please, as you come in, thank you for coming in. Let's go ahead and tap and share so that we can bring other people in. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Now we're going to go into our training. We are just coming from the other accounts where you purchase your training head. Now is the training time. Let's give cheers to everybody that will be sharing this live. Go ahead and do this. You're welcome from TikTok, you're welcome from YouTube, and you're welcome from Facebook. Thank you, because I'm streaming on my 3 platform. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Let's go ahead. I'm going to be sharing this video from here. Let me share as well. I'm going to be sharing. Let's share. When we share this video, we're going to bring more people in for our training. Are you here, or you're just hearing my voice, or you're passing by? You have passion for braiding skill. You have passion for hair. This is the right place for you to be. Go ahead and join the class. We're about to start our training this morning. This is what we do Monday to Friday, 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time. That is what we do. So we'll go ahead and do what? Come for the training. So if you're here and you want to learn how to braid, go ahead and do that. Let me see if I can invite my other account into this. No. How am I going to connect this other one? I wanted me to connect this other account so that you will be able to join. I've been trying to do this all this while now. I can. But don't worry, let me go ahead. I want to order my account. If I can join us from that account, that would be great. I've not even seen myself there. So there's no, let's see. No. Okay, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead then. No worries. Let's go ahead. So today, I promise today, normally when we start my classes, what we do, please share the video, it will help us now. Thank you. Tap on the screen, share the video. Normally when I start the class, what I do is that we start with those that doesn't know how to braid, teach them how to braid. They will now get into the class whereby you said more likes can attract viewer. Keep it up. Thank you so much. Whoever that have started this, God bless you. Oh yeah. Let's move. So now I promised one of the students, because on Friday when we had our class, he said, please, can you teach us how we can get the measurement of extension, or how we can pull our extension? I said, what is that? I used to do this once in a while, but this time around, because you have asked, on Monday, I'm going to show you this. Then when I show you this, we're going to pull this extension. Then we'll use this straight away into our training. So be patient. If you have your mannequin, get your mannequins ready. This is the time for the class. And you're here, you're interested in braiding. Look at the packet of the hair. We're not here to make any advertisement. Look at the color. Absolutely beautiful. What is the name? What is the color? They just put MARS. MARS. Somebody was asking me the other time, where did they get this color from? You see how beautiful this color is? It's going to be even nice for Christmas as well. Look at it. This green, nice color. This green, nice color. But on it is written MARS, but there's no number. Because most of the colors, they have numbers. But on this one, there's no number. It's just written MARS. So let's go ahead and open this. I'm going to show you in a few minutes before we go into the training class how they even have comb in it. They have a gift in it. This is really good. So now I'm going to show you how you can cut your extension, how you can pull your extension quickly because the classes are friendly beginners. These classes, everything we do, we just do it from grassroots. Make sure that you understand everything very well. When they ask you to do hair, you'll be able to understand it from every perspective. So now I'm going to cut this one. Now look at the way I've cut it. I don't do this often. Because it will take us to be cutting extensions all the time. So even this one have 2 packets. These things, the way they package this extension is really good. They have a free gift. Look at the free gift. Come, encourage more viewers. Share the live. Okay, let me share from here. Please share. Let's come in. Let's share. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much and God bless you. Let's share the live so that we can start. You're going to learn a lot today. Let's go ahead. I'm sharing from my own side here. Please, if you're here everywhere, share the live, share the live. Let's start our training. Thank you so much and God bless you. Cheers to everyone. So now let's go ahead and get one of the pack. Oh, this color is nice. Can you see? Can everybody see how this color look? It's like a lemon green. Very, very, very beautiful color. Very, very beautiful color. So now let's assume this is the hair. For instance, normally we have hair that are prepped already. When you go to the shop, you already got hair that are prepped already. Absolutely. Which are there? They are more expensive than this one that is not prepped. Let's say, for instance, as a beginner, you go to the shop to purchase your hair, and at the end of the day, what they brought to you is this. How are you going to do the hair? Because you cannot use this hair like this to start braiding hair. No, because you need a finishing end. Let me show you the instance of what I mean. Let me bring another hair that is prepped already. Let's bring a pack of hair, not this one. Let's see another one. Another pack of hair that is nice. Look at the hair. Another pack of hair. This one is prepped already. You see how they prep it already? Yes, they make it easy for us, which as a braider, you'll be happy when a client brings this to you. The quicker it is, you start doing the hair. But then when they bring this to you, what are you going to do? That is why I'm here. Somebody said, oh, please, can you show us how to do this? When they bring this, if the client maybe wants the hair to be long, look at it. You know that hairstyle that will be long and it will go down. You don't need to cut this hair. You don't need to cut it at all. You just leave it like this. Just pull the end a little bit and start braiding. But then if the clients don't want to have it very long, let me show you how you're going to cut this hair. Don't go and waste people's extension in the process of cutting. That is why this is part of the learning. You have to learn it and you know it. So now when you have it like this, look at the length. Do you know that when the length is like this is the length fully, because when you take it, because you're going to bend it into two and start braiding, this is the full length. But if you want it longer, if you pull it down a bit, it will increase more in the inches, right? So with this one, maybe somebody come, they say, oh, they don't want this lengthy hair like this. They don't want it too long. They want it like at the back of their neck. You're going to cut this hair into two. Let me take this hair off. I'm going to practicalize all those things. You might think maybe this lesson is not useful. It's very important. Pay attention. You need it. For those that have known how to do hair that are here, they will not need it. But for the beginners, you will need it. So pay attention. So now this is the hair. I don't want to cut everything fully. Let's say, for instance, the person needs it fully. Let's share this hair in a way that is going to be okay for us. This one that you're seeing is the full length. They don't want to cut it. You use it like this. And very, very long. And another one, the client wants to cut it into two. What are you going to do? You take it this way. Let's say this is the full pack of the hair. What you're going to do, you're just going to use your scissors. I'm going to cut it now. This is the size of 2. Go ahead and cut it. When you cut this hair, this is the size of 2. And this length you're seeing is not the final length, because you're still going to bend this hair into 2 to braid it. Let me pull this hair a bit. When I pull this hair, this lesson is very important. Look at the way I'm going to show you. Let's quickly do this one. When I'm doing the last one, I'm going to show you how you can pull the hair the easy way, but I don't want to waste most of our time because we have our practicals to go ahead to do. So you go ahead and pull this. Pull it from the side. Let me pull it very, very fast. You don't have to take from the middle. I'm going to show you the length of when you cut the hair into 2, what it's going to look like. If you want it pulled, look at it. Now, when it's like this, just go ahead and give it like that. Get your brush. Where is that brush? I have a brush here that will do the work very well. So you go ahead and brush this. When you brush this, that is cutting the extension into 2. You need this training. Everybody needs this training as a beginner. Now, you go ahead and pull this hair. When you pull this hair, it's going to give you this length. Most people look at it. When you pull this length, when you start braiding, it's going to give you this inches. I didn't come with my tape. If not, I measured it to see what it is. That is cutting the hair into 2. I'm going to put it outside. So now, maybe you have other clients that are kids. I don't want the hair too long. I want it like a bit just below my neck hairline. You just go ahead and cut it into four. Let me show you. You get this extension, look at it like this. You bend it into two, make it equal. When it's equal like this, what you're going to do, take your scissors, cut it. This is the first two. That's the size of the one we did before, cutting it into two. That is this size. Then now you don't want it too long. They want it like a bit longer on their falling down on their neck. Thank you so much and God bless you. Then you go ahead and do what? Take this and bend it into four. This is cutting it into four. 1, 2, 3, 4. This one, when you braid it, is just going to be a bit longer, not too much. Then you go ahead and cut it. Don't go and cut. Before you cut the extension, please ask a client, what size do you want? When they tell you, you see how I've cut it now. If it's a long length, you don't need to cut it, which is like this. You see the ones that are pulling, you're only pulling the tip of the hair, brush it out, you're not cutting it. If it's this one, cutting it into two, this is the size. Yeah? Then cutting it into four, this is what you get. And maybe when people need feathers, what they call feathers is those hair that you just plait and you should just look like a bobby style, just on that, you cut it into 5 or into 6. We're not going into that. Now that I've cut this is the, I hope the students that asked for this is here. But then even if she's not here, other people is going to benefit from this lesson. If I have the video clips, I'm going to send some. But if not, let it be until we have this lesson again. Now that we've cut this hair into 4, this is not the exact size, because by the time you pull it, you're not going to do your hair like this, right? When you do your braids like this, what is going to happen? Before you get to the end of the braid, it's going to unravel. We don't want your braids to get to unravel. That is why we teach you how to pull the extension. So let's go ahead. We are going to pull this extension now. Then we use this for the practical of our adding extensions today. So let's go ahead and do it. So this is my left hand. As you can see, we have my left hand, my thumb. This is my thumb, that's my index finger, this is the middle finger, this is the ring finger, this is the little and pinky finger. What all these fingers play vital roles when we are doing hair. So what are we going to do now? You hold on to this hair, look at it. This is how you pull your extension. This lesson I'm taking, that is why I don't run it all the time. People they take it for granted, but they don't know it's very important. Go and try this. Get extension that is not pulled. Try it, because in the course of your learning, you're going to meet how to pull this hair. You have to know how to do it. So now on this occasion, you're going to hold it with all your hands like this. Look at it. When you hold it with all your fingers, the next thing you're going to do, release your thumb and release your index finger like this. You see my hands? Release it like this. When you release it that way, let me bring this one down a bit to equal. When you release it that way, you're still holding this firmly. Because if you let go, everything is going to scatter. We don't want it to scatter. So you release this thumb, you release the index finger. The next thing you're going to do, that is my right hand. This is my right hand. Pay attention to this class. You will need it, because I don't teach this one all the time now. When I'm doing this lesson, people will think, oh, what is she doing? But then people that knows the importance, they know the importance of this lesson. So I do it once in a while, because we keep buying extension and cutting it. You don't have to be cutting out extensions all the time. So now when you have it like this, you now release your thumb, you release your index finger. When you release your thumb and index finger, what are you going to do? You're going to take your thumb and index finger on your right hand, start pulling it gradually from the side. Can you see it? Do not go in the middle. Start pulling it gradually from the side. Do not go in the middle. See the way I'm holding it firmly and letting only this place loose. Then you start pulling it gradually like this. You will need this lesson. Yes, very, very well as a beginner. Know it now. If you want to try it, go ahead and get extension purposely for this reason. Go and get extension that is not prepped so that you can prep it by yourself. Because most clients will bring it to you one day. Or you can run to the shop. Your kids will not have the shop. They don't have the one that is prepped already like this. Then you have to do it yourself. So then let's go ahead and do it very quick. No time, because I'm using this extension to do our trainings for today. So now go ahead. You keep pulling. You see the way I'm pulling it from the side. I'm not taking it in the middle. I keep going from the side until we get to the end of this pulling. I'll do it until we get to the end of the spooling. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. Let's keep sharing this live. The more we share it, the better it will become. Let's make it interesting. Thank you so much for joining, and God bless you all. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. In this class, it's friendly, flexible. You ask questions, we answer you if we have more time, because normally our classes are always 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. UK time. Now I've finished this. What next are you going to do? You see that sharp end have become this. What are you going to do? Take your right hand, hold it like this. Do not brush this hair this way. If you go ahead and brush this hair this way, you're going to lose almost all the extensions. You don't want to lose the extension. What you're going to do, hold it with your right hand and fling it to the air. Don't fling it in front of your customer. Just go ahead and release this puffiness. Release it, and all the puffiness a bit. Release it a bit. You see the difference? From that puffiness, it has come to this. That means when you're brushing the hair, it's going to be easier. You're not going to be losing too much extension. Thank you so much. So let's go ahead. I have my brush with me. This is the brush. Go ahead, hold it on your right hand. So hold it on your left hand, then you have your brush on your right hand. All these things you need for hair. So you just go ahead from the tip, gradually start brushing this head and move it up. If this hair is a lot that you cannot brush on your own, share it bit by bit. I'm going to show you how you're going to do it to make sure you don't ruin the hair or you don't waste it. So now when you brush it to this point, go ahead. Now this brushing have not gotten into the middle. I'll go ahead and share this hair to the bit. You see how time wasting this thing is? Normally they charge you for this these days. If you bring this hair to any hairdresser now, you're paying either £5 for a pack to prep it like this, or you pay £10. So if you learn it on this place, you can as well do it before going to your clients. If you know how to do this, save your £5, save your £10, prep it to the size that you want, then you go ahead, take it to your stylist, then they will do the hair for you. Look at it. Now, if you want to, you can't leave this hair like this, right? As a beginner, if you leave it, everything is going to unravel. What you're going to do, hold this hair like this. When you hold it like this, do this. Go around in this and bring it out from this loop. That's how you secure your extension. It's secured already. You see what I just did now? You think you can do it. Go ahead and try it as a beginner. Then you know whether you can do it. So I'm showing you all these tips and tricks that you need to know. You need to know them. That is part of the lessons. If I don't show you them, and you say you're jumping into braiding and you're not doing the basics, no, I'm not doing the right thing to you. So that's why this class, I don't take it often. I take it once in a while when there's a request for it. Somebody did request it. Thank you so much. God bless you. Somebody requested for this, and I did. This is my promise, and I've fulfilled my promise for this. So now we'll go ahead and use this extension for our training for today. If you're here, you don't know that doesn't know how to braid at all. But then if we don't do it today, we might do it tomorrow. So just for today, because I've done the prepping of the extension, it has taken part of our time. So we don't want to waste too much time. So this is the hair we are working with today. Now we'll be using pink color. Even this one, we have other ones left to complete with pink. Yes, because anyway, it doesn't really matter. Let's go ahead and do it. I wanted to say, let's complete this one with the pink, then we'll go ahead with the green. Let's go ahead with the green because I didn't prepare to get the pink out. So now, if you're here and you don't know how to add extensions into the braid, how you can braid your hair with extension, I'm here for you. Easy way, easy method. Let's go ahead and share the video. Share the video. Share the video. Go ahead and share the video. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So now I have my comb. We have 6 good methods that we use to train when we're adding extensions into the braid. What are we going to do? Let's start straight away. The first one is a rubber band method. That rubber band method, you're going to be using rubber bands to install the hair. All these are friendly beginners. If today is your first time and you've not braided at all before, yes, you can braid with using this method. So now that rubber band method has 3 methods. One with a crochet pin, the other one without the crochet pin, and the third one is no crochet, no rubber band. So let's go ahead and do the first one, which is, let me see where the rubber band is now. Yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Even the packet of the rubber band, where is it? Well, let's use this one that is left. Now, these are the rubber band. It comes in a little pack like this. Can everybody see it? It comes in. Can everybody hear me? If you know you can hear me, put yes on the comment section, please. If you know you can hear me, put yes on the comment section. If you know you can hear me, put yes on the comment section. Yeah, if you know you can hear me, because everywhere is just quiet. I don't want it to be quiet. Let's go ahead and make it more interesting. Let's go ahead and make it more interesting. Thank you so much. So now, yes, we can hear you. Oh, thank you so much. So now let's go ahead. We're going to be, now we've already highlighted this hair horizontally, right? And now today we are going to be taking it vertically. So the vertical one is like this. What we have here, we have about 3 other braids to go. Let's take this one first. So if you're seeing me for the first time, you're welcome. My name is Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. Here on this class, we do tutorials. We learn how to do hair and everything. So now let's go ahead. The first method is the rubber band method, using your crochet pin to insert the hair. So this is the rubber band method. This is the rubber band. It comes in a small form like this. Normally, you're supposed to be using one of the rubber band, but then on this occasion, we'll be using 2 of the rubber band. Let's go ahead and do it. So pay attention and understand how we do this. If you're joining me for the first time, please pay attention. After showing you how the 3 methods that relates to the rubber band method, I'm going to switch and show you how. If you have any question, then we can repeat. But if you don't have any question, we'll go ahead to the traditional method of installing your extension. So go ahead, take your rubber band, secure this hair. I hope everybody can see. Let me adjust this hair to the point whereby everybody can see what I'm doing. Yeah, let's put it this way. So now go ahead and take this rubber band. Look at the rubber band. Go ahead and secure the rubber band. You see it? Secure the rubber band. When you secure it to the point that you're satisfied with it and it's firm enough, go ahead and do this. I'm securing it now. When you secure it, I'm trying to secure. Just watch me as I do it. If you have your mannequin with you and you're doing it at that point, go ahead and do it. Now, look at, let's share the video, please. If you're here, we are 10 of us here now watching. If you're here, just share the videos, like the video. The more we do that, it's going to attract more people to come in. Thank you so much and God bless you. Yes. So now that we have installed the rubber band on this, all these are beginners friendly. What are we going to do next? You go ahead and take this, push it to the other side. When you're pushing it to this other side, don't make it too tight. Only make it firm, but don't make it too tight. Then the next thing you're going to do, you have your crochet pin. This is my crochet pin. If you have your crochet pin already, you know what it is. That is crochet pin. What you're going to do now, take your crochet pin, open it. You have something like a closure, open it. When you open it, you're going to insert it here into the hair. When you insert it, it's going to come out on this other side. What are you going to do next? Take the extension. This is the extension we are having. Get your extension. What you're going to do with this extension, open it. Then you go ahead and take the size of the extension you'll be using. Now, what we use for the training is the medium extension. Look at it. The size that we use should have to be the same thing. Share the live, share the live. Let this be lively. Go ahead and share the live, share the live. Thank you so much. Go ahead and share the live. Let me share from here. For those that have not shared before, let's share and bring more people into the class. Let's bring more people into the class. Thank you so much if you're there sharing, and God bless you. Let's do that. Let me go ahead and do this. Yeah. I'm sharing from here. Please go ahead and share. So because we only have limited time to stay here. Another 1 hour something, we're off. Thank you so much for sharing. Thank you so much. So now this is the extension that we're going to be using today. Then at the end of the day, what you're going to do, when you're taking your extension, I've already taken mine now. Your medium can be my own jumbo, or your medium, it depends on what you want. Good afternoon, Faguchi. Thank you so much and God bless you for coming. Let's share the live. Let's bring other people in. Thank you so much. So now what you're going to do, you're going to share this extension into ratio 2:1, meaning that when you share this extension, it's going to be like 3. Like the one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Can everybody see it? Right. So now take this one you have on your left hand, put it on one side. When you put it on one side, you're going to take this one that you have on your right hand, bring it to this point, so the same length. What are you going to do? You go ahead and form a loop. When you form a loop like this, you're going to go straight into where you've inserted this extension. All these methods are friendly beginners. You watch me, see me how I braid this hair. Quick method to get into braiding. So what you're going to do, insert this. If you know that this one is disturbing you, that's why we have our clips. Let me get one clip to be able to clip it off. Yes, this is the clips. Take this one now, bring it to this side, making sure that the clips is holding it. Then you go straight and insert this hair, making sure that all the extensions fitted in. Making sure that all the extensions are fitted in. Then you just gradually close it. When you close it, you pull it out. When you pull it out, release your crochet pin and put it on one side. What's the next thing that you have to do? The next thing that you have to do now, take your left hand, hold this hair. Because if you don't hold this hair with your left hand, it's going to pull when you're pulling the hair. Then you use your right hand to pull this up. When you pull this up, it's going to be like this. Release the clip. When you release the clip, bring it down. What you're going to do now is take it like this and bring it to this level. And at the end of the day, another thing I have to explain to you, by the time you inserted the crochet pin into this hair, the hair must have loosened a bit. What you have to do, open it again and push it to these two sides. Not too tight, but a bit secured, not too tight. When you do that, it's going to secure the hair a little bit from the root. That is only the rubber band is doing what you have to installed traditionally by yourself before, but now the rubber band is helping you to do that. What next are you going to do? You bring it to this point. Can you see it? When it's in this point, the hair is ready already. Grab the other part of your hair that is 2 times bigger than this extension that you just did. Now we are going to braid. Watch me as I braid this hair. Share the video, like the video. It's going to help us to bring in more people into the class. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now, what are we going to do here? You're going to hold this one. This is my left hand. This is my left hand. Gradually hold this hair with your left hand. When you hold it with your left hand, place this one you have on the hair. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. Easy way to braid hair. Hold it. This is my thumb and that's my index finger. When you hold it that way, the next thing that you're going to do, if you're a right-handed person, you go with your right hand and start braiding. If you're a left-handed person, you go with your left hand and start braiding. Because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to take this one now and start braiding. Bring this one from your right into your left. Can you see the way I brought it? And you are just hold it with one of your hands. Then you take this one in the middle, push it to the side, secure it with your thumb and your index finger on your right hand. Take this one on your left hand, bring it into the right. Can you see it? Grab this one in the middle, push it, secure it with your thumb and index finger again. Bring this one in. Then you started braiding. Very, very simple method of braiding. Next, what am I going to tell you on this method now? When you're doing this method, the only thing that have the natural hair is in the middle. Can you see it? Only the middle have the natural hair. So, but then make sure that you use your extensions to cover the natural hair. But the only thing is that I'm not saying you should start splitting the hair at this point. If you split it, it's going to get you confused. But let's go ahead and keep braiding. Look at it. Go ahead and braid. Then you just make sure that the hair is covering. Because now we're using a green color, a green lemon color. Thank you so much. God bless you. Is this thing? Thank you so much and God bless you. If you're following, please share the live, share the live. Let's bring more people in. Thank you so much. So now you go ahead and keep braiding this hair. Go ahead and braid it. Look at how beautiful this hair is. Making sure that your extension is covering this natural hair. When you get into braiding and you know how to braid very well, the next thing you're going to do, you're going to start splitting your natural hair into other hair. But at this point, don't do that. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much. I'm seeing you all for your support. Come, fail, no do. I didn't know what's that. So let's go ahead and finish up this braid. Then I'll show you the result of the hair. So at the end of the day, you're going to do this. Keep braiding until you finish the hair. Keep braiding until you finish the hair. This method that we have done now is the rubber band method using the crochet pin. Then the next one we are going to do is the rubber band method without the crochet pin. Rubber band method without the crochet pin. So let's go ahead and do this. Rubber band method without the crochet pin. So this one is like this. Can you see it? Well braided. Can everybody see it? This nice green lemon color. Look at it. See, if you have done this with me now, nobody will say it's not you that did this. Yes, they will say it's you that have done this now. So this is the first method as a beginner to get into braiding. Now we are going to do the next method. The next method is going to follow, which are part of the rubber band method. But the second one is that we don't need the crochet pin to insert this hair at this point. We don't need the crochet pin. Share the live. Let's continue to like the live. It's going to help us to bring more people in, because we are almost having few minutes to go from this class now. We don't have to spend too much time here. So now let's go ahead. You now go ahead and brush this. When you brush it, what are you going to do next? Go ahead and split the next hair into two. Like this one now, for the sizes that we're doing, we can't do this one. We have to split it into two. Go ahead and share the live. Thank you so much. God bless you. So now let's split this into two. When you split this into two, then bring in this. Let's make sure. So make sure that when you're parting your hair, we're parting it horizontally. When you're doing it on your hair or you're doing it on the client's hair, make sure that the lines are really straight. But on the mannequin, you never get it that much, but no problems. Let me just use the clip to hold on this. Always use your clip. Always use your clip to move this one away from where you're working from. So now this is the hair that we're going to be working with now. This method doesn't require the rubber band. It doesn't require the crochet pin. This is the crochet pin for those that are just joining us now. This method doesn't require this. If you don't have the crochet pin, which we use in inserting the extensions with the first one, you can do the second one without the crochet pin. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to comb this for some time now. What are we going to do? Go ahead and take this, open this into two. Look at it. Can everybody see it? Open. You've taken the hair that you're working with. Always make sure you comb the hair. When the hair is combed out, what you're going to do, take this one, take this method, open it into two, split it into two. Look at it. When you split it into two, it's going to look like this. What you're going to do, the next thing is grab your extension. This is the extension we're using today. This extension is nice. Now, if you grab the extension, go ahead and pick your extension. If you don't know how to pick your extension this way, like maybe having the extension in bulk like this and you're picking it this way, please, before you start any hair as a beginner, go ahead and section this hair on a rack, or you look for a handle of the chair, section your hair so that you'll be able to have the same sizes when you're braiding the hair. It's very, very important. Take note, put it on your note. When you're doing hair, let all the braids extension you're doing be the same sizes. So now we are using this one now. We're using this one. What you're going to do, split this hair into two, into ratio 2:1. Look at it. When you split it into ratio 2:1, meaning that the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Let's take this one we have on our left hand, put it on one side. This one we have on our right hand. Go ahead and make sure they are on the same level. Look at it. They are on the same level. If you're joining me for the first time, you're welcome. In this class, that is what we do. We teach you about braiding hair, how to do braiding. Today, when we finish the classes, I'm going to show you how you can borrow some hair. When you're braiding hair to the end and you find out that one is longer than each other, how you can borrow hair to do other ones. So stay tuned. Let's go ahead and do this. So now that you have your extensions like this, open this hair that you're doing, place this one in the middle. Place it in the middle. Can everybody see it? Look at how it is in the middle. When you do this process are for the beginners, and as well, when you learn it as a beginner, you still need it when you're a professional, because most of the hair we need these methods to get into those hair. So if you're learning it now and you know it now, you know it for yourself. Because the 6 method we're going to do, you need to know those 6 methods. But then when you practice the 6 method, choose only one that you'll be using for your braid all the time to get used to it. But other method, when you come across it during your training process, when you come across it during the course of your doing hair, you'll be able to dictate that I've seen this method before. Nobody will tell you. You start using it. So now the next thing that we have going to do now, thank you so much if you're here sharing, liking the video, because I'm not seeing the love icon again. Please, let's go ahead and do this. It's going to help us so that we will not get restriction on the account. Please go ahead, tap, 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 tap. Please, thank you so much, and God bless you. God bless you for doing that. Thank you. So now this is the rubber band, tiny rubber bands that we're using, right? So when you have this tiny rubber band that you're using, normally you can use one if you try one, but on this class, for the sake of the class, every time you see me teaching online, I double the rubber band. I go ahead and double the rubber band. Now that we have the rubber band doubled, what are you going to do next? Look at the first procedure. Take the hair portion you're working with, split that hair into two. When you split it into two, the next thing is that get your extension, split it into ratio 2:1, take the smaller part of your extension, place it in the middle. When you place it in the middle, then you go ahead, get your rubber band. After getting your rubber band, you close it like this. You see it? Close it. When you close it, what's the next thing you're going to do? Take your rubber band, put your rubber band like this. Look at it. Expand it a little bit with your hands. Like I'm using my thumb, my index finger, and my middle finger to hold it like this. Then you go ahead and put it here. Secure this extension. Use the rubber band to secure the extension in the middle. The extension that you put in the middle, use it to secure it. You go around, maybe by the time you go like 1, 2, 3, 4, it should be enough or more than. So let's go ahead and secure it. I'm doing the securing now. Let me do one more time. When you do it up to this point, yes, what next are you going to do? You're going to open this hair. Look at it. Open it again. I have to drink water because the weather is so. Now, the weather here is so cold that your throat is always frozen. I've had this since last week, but I'm getting better already. So now you're going to hold this and pull it to each side. Don't let this hair be too tight when you're pulling it. All you have to do is for help it to secure this hair. When you secure it in the middle, the rubber band is there. Then you now release it like this. Bring this extension down. Can you see it? With this method alone, you have already secured the hair. Why we are using this as a beginner is that most people, they know how to braid hair like this, but they don't know how to add extension into the hair. And we are moving up to doing the natural and traditional method. But then, most people say it's difficult. That's why you have to start using this method first and get into braiding. It will help your braiding, help you become very fast in your braiding while you're learning how to do the process of adding extensions into it naturally. So now let's go ahead. We're grabbing the other part of the hair that is 2 times bigger, which is this. Go ahead, use your left hand. This method are very easy for you to get into braiding. Go ahead and try it, then you know what I mean. Take your left hand. When you take your left hand, go ahead and hold this hair. Hold it with your thumb and your index finger. This normal hair that you're having, place it in the middle. When you place it in the middle, put it now, hold it with your thumb and index finger. All you have to get in this result is that you have this one on your right hand, the one in the middle, and this one on your left hand. So when we are using this rubber band method, what you have to notice on this method is that the natural hair, they are always in the middle. The natural hair, they are always in the middle. At this point, because you're a beginner, I don't want you to start splitting this hair. Let's go ahead and braid this hair. Take your right hand. If you're a right-handed person, grab this one. You're still holding it with your thumb and index finger with your left hand. Simple way to braid. Grab this one. Grab this one. You grab this one, bring it in. From my right into my left. When I bring it into my left, look at what I do. I just use my pinky finger, put it in between to support it so that it won't be going elsewhere. So now you grab this one, hold it, secure it with your thumb and index finger. Bring the other one on your left, bring it into the right. Can you see it? When you bring it into the right, grab this hair in the middle, push it and secure it. That is it. You start braiding your hair. Very easy method to braid hair. You now start braiding the hair. All you have to do with this is that when you have the hair in the middle, if you have started braiding hair and you know how to do your hair, you can now split this natural hair into other extension. But at this point, please go ahead and braid. I don't want you to get confused. But use your normal extension to cover the natural hair, then you keep braiding. Now, when you keep braiding, practicing all the time, you're going to come to that point whereby you can split this natural hair. If for me, I've known how to do the hair, I can split it, but I don't want to split it just because you are here as a beginner. You go ahead and braid this hair. Go ahead and keep braiding. This color we are using is so fine for Christmas. Really nice color. So now you go ahead and braid it, making sure that your extensions are hiding the natural hair. Can you see what I'm doing? It will make the hair very, very neat. It will make the hair coming out very, very neat and nice. What you have to do is that when you see it like this, when you do your braid, covering your extension with your covering the natural hair with your extension, it makes your hair last longer. It makes the braids last longer. Most people are complaining here, oh, when I do my braids, the only thing that you see is that, oh, the hair will just be coming out before 1 week is getting old. The reason why it's getting old is that you don't use your extension to cover the natural hair, which is called tucking your hair in. So you have to tuck it in. So now that we've got to this point, this is the second method. Can everybody see it? This is the second method. Beautiful. I don't know if you can see this color. The beautiful hair. Go ahead. Thank you so much. Let's share the video. Let's share the video. Let's find the video. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much and God bless you. So now the next method we're going to be doing on this hair is now grabbing this hair. Look at this hair. Now the next hair is this. This one is part of the rubber band method, but then you don't need the crochet pin and you don't need the rubber band. If you're here and you don't want to put rubber band on your hair and you're a beginner, you want to learn this method, watch me as I do this other method. The first one we did, we used the crochet pin to insert the hair, then we start braiding. The next one we did, we didn't use the crochet pin, we splitted the hair into two, add the extension in the middle, we use the rubber band to secure it. That is the next one. Then this third one, now you don't require either the crochet pin. Thank you so much and God bless you. I'm seeing everybody. Go ahead, go ahead. Let's move these things up. Thank you so much. God bless you for doing that. So now where's the comb? Then we'll go ahead and comb this one out. Always, don't forget, always comb the hair. When you're doing hair, always comb the hair. The reason for combing this hair out is that you're going to be having this braid within 4 to 8 weeks. You're putting up braids on your head between 4 to 8 weeks and you don't comb this hair out. The next thing that will happen when you install extension into hair that is tangled, the next thing you're going to do when you're taking this hair off, you're going to be losing your hair. We don't want to do that because when you're doing braids, braids is a protective style. Braids, they are protective style. They are not styles that will make you lose your hair. So as a braider, you have to take note and be careful. Follow the procedure when you're doing braids so that you will know your clients will not be losing their hair or your daughter will not be losing their hair by going straight to comb the hair. That's the explanation. So now the next thing we'll have to do, split this hair into two again. That is why it's related to the rubber band. You'll have to split this hair. Let me adjust this mannequin so that we can be able to see what I'm doing. You split this hair into two. When you split it into two, this one is in the front. Let's split it into two like this. When you split, let me use this clip to hold this. Split it into two. I'm using my clip. Always have your clip in cases like this so that it can help you. So you now go ahead and grab your extension. That's the next thing. Let's go ahead and share. We are 41 here. Please, let's share for about 20 people on your page. Let's bring more people in. For the fact that you like what is going on, let's go ahead. Cheers to everybody that is supporting this live. God bless you for supporting this live. We have only like another 1 hour to live here. So even if we finish early, I'm just going to show you a few other things. Then we'll call it for the day. Then we'll go for the next class. So now, what are we going to do here? Take your extension. I've already explained to you. If you find it very difficult to grab extensions like this, always section your extension in a rack. Always section it. Look for a place to split them, making sure they are all the same. I'm going to brush this hair. Now you see that when I'm taking the hair, it's tangled. You don't have to do your braids like that. When it comes to that point, brush it out. Because when it's tangled, it's going to edge when you're doing it on that hair. So now this is our extension. Split it into ratio 2:1. Split it into ratio 2:1. This one I have on my right hand should be 2 times the one I have on my left hand. Take the one you have on your left hand, bring it, just put it on one side, keep it there. When you put it there, take this one that is smaller on your right hand, place it in the middle. Look at it. Place it in the middle. Can everybody see it? When you place it in the middle, when we did the first one, we used the crochet pin. When we did the second one, we used the rubber band to secure it. Now that we are doing this third one, we don't need the crochet pin, we don't need the rubber band. Watch me as I do this method. All you have to do is that you have to braid this hair down. For those that doesn't want the rubber band method on their hair, they can go ahead and use this method. Look at the hair. The extensions is always in the middle. Now, what are you going to do? Take this, your natural hair that is here, put it in the middle, split it into 3, as if you want to braid. Braid, do a little braid down to hold on to this extension. Can you see it? Look at the way I'm doing it. All this hair you're doing, they are all beginners friendly. It will help you go into braiding. By the time you know how to braid, you already move into the natural and traditional method. This hair can help you. These methods can help you in one way when you're doing hair. Can you see it? Look at it. Or just braid it a little bit. Can you see it? Braiding it too. When you hold it like that, the next thing you're going to do, bring it down. That is it. Take the next one. The next thing is getting this other one that is 2 times bigger. You started braiding your hair already. Simple method. Simple method. Let me hold it. Hold it with your left hand. This is my left hand, as you can see. That's my left hand. Then I hold this one with your left hand. When you do this method, I like this method because this method is almost like the normal traditional method, because there's no rubber band in it. There's nothing in it. You just go ahead, place this one in the middle, hold it with your thumb and index finger. Can you see the way I'm doing it? Hold it with your thumb and index finger. The next thing you're going to do now, start braiding this hair. Let me move this so that take this one on your right hand. If you're a right-handed person, use it. But if you're a left-handed person, use your left hand to start your braid first. Because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to use the right hand to bring this braid in. Take it from your right hand into your left hand. Then you grab this one in the middle that have the hair. Bring it to this side. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. Take this one strands on your left hand. Bring it into your right. When you bring it into your right, grab this one in the middle again. Push it to your left, holding it with your thumb and index finger. These are the simple method to get into braiding. Look at the hair. We've already started braiding this hair. Very, very easy method to follow. Thank you so much, and God bless you all. So let's use that. Now, you see, this hair is braided already. I love this method because this method is always related to like the natural and traditional method, because it's not giving you, it's giving you, you're not seeing a rubber band there, you're not seeing anything, they're not giving you too much puffiness. So, but all you have to do, I don't want to change my method of teaching you now, because if I tell you that, take this hair now, that's natural hair, and split it, as a beginner, it's going to be confusing. But then what you have to do, take your extension, cover it, go ahead and keep braiding. It's going to give you this result. But then when you now know how to braid this hair, you're going to split your natural hair, if you want it, into the other extensions. The reason why we do that is that so that when you're covering this with your extension, it will make the hair last longer. It will make the hair last longer, looking neat and looking professional. Looking neat and looking professional. Let me go ahead and finish this braid. Right. So go ahead and finish this. Then I'll show you what we have achieved so far on this. So if you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. In this class, we do braiding. We train braiding and styles of the day. Like before we started this class, I've already taught us how to cut our extension and how to prep our extension. If you're late, you might meet me teaching it next time, but if I have the video clips, I'll automatically send it so that you can watch it from there. So now, this is the hair result we have just done. Beautiful. Can you see it? Very, very secured. Very, very secured. Beautiful and secured. Look at it. Look at it. So if you are a beginner and you use this method and do this hair, nobody will think, oh, it's not you that did it, and there are easy methods for you to just get into braiding. Don't start waiting. Oh, I don't know how to do the normal traditional method. I'm still going to teach you that method online here, but then start. Well, you see how you're building these levels. We started from the level 1, level 2, level 3. We're going up to the level 6. The level 6 is when, thank you so much. The level 6 is when you can hold your extension in your hand traditionally, split the hair into 3, secure it from the root, and do it. We're going to do it here now. So, but then, before we get into it, let's go ahead and highlight this hair. Now we finish this line. We have highlighted this hair horizontally, and you're here, you're still learning how to part hair. This is the next level we're going to take. When you're taking the next level, let me take the rubber band hub. We're going to highlight there. Share the video, like the video. God bless you for doing that. And if you know you have not followed me, follow the account, so that when I'm out for training, you're going to get notification straight away that we are here. Then you now get your mannequin quickly and join in the training. Most people, we have a lot of clients here, we have a lot of students here. Most people, when they see it once, they learn fast, and that is it. So each time we keep getting new people that comes into the class. So now let's go ahead and do the next level. So the next one is that we have highlighted this and we'll finish this part. Go ahead and make sure that the sizes are equal. Take it like this. You know the sizes you have done. Highlight it and take it horizontally like this. Take it horizontally like this. Can you see it? As a beginner, most people have problem with highlighting hair. They know how to do hair, but they don't know how to highlight the hair. These are part of the training. So every bit of thing we're doing on hair, you have to pay attention. If this is the part that you have problem, you have to pay attention so that you can be able to get master to it. In no time, everything will just come together. Before you know it, all the techniques and everything will come together. You'll be surprised seeing yourself training other people. That is how it works. So now let's go ahead and highlight this horizontally. Even look at even the mannequin is so tangled. So now that is why we need to brush the hair when we are doing this hair. When it's a normal hair, it's tangled. Even mannequin training hair is tangled as well. So you watch what you're taking. You see the different gaps. Watch it. You take it round. Then go ahead and highlight this. Let me make sure, because we're using mannequin, we might not get the full smoothness of this line. Because we're using mannequin, we might not get the way it's builded. I will try my best to make sure it's highlighted. But if you're doing it on a client, make sure that first of all, ask the client, do you get itchy when you get products on your hair? If they say yes, please don't put product on any client's scalp. But if they don't get itchy while they have product, all you have to do to get a real nice and clean straight line, what you're going to do, take a little bit of gel, put it round. Now you've highlighted it first, then take a little bit of gel, put it round the hair. Then you now take your comb and go write it again. It will now give you that perfect and smooth straight line that you desired. So now let's start apart for those that is learning how to highlight the hair as well. That is another lesson that we've taken now. So now you secure this one that you're working with. Always make sure you secure the hair that you're not working with, because if you leave it, it's going to be joining to the ones. Where is this mannequin going? Look at the mannequin, is traveling. So now you always make sure you secure the hair. You have your clip. If you want to clip it more, you go ahead and clip it right. So now we are going to be starting from this side. The method we are going to be taking now. Okay, before we even go to the next method, I would like to ask a question. If you're joining us for the first time and you just see me did this 3 method, do you understand all the method I've just done? This rubber band method. If there's anyone you didn't understand, put it on the comment section. I might either repeat it or we'll go straight forward and start doing the natural method. Let me see on the comment section. Do you want me to repeat any of these 3 methods I've done? If it's clear to you, we'll move up to the natural and traditional method of adding extensions into your braid. And I'm going to be showing you 3 methods. Go ahead. Let me see. I'm just watching now. But if there's no question or if there's nobody that wants me to repeat, rubber band method, ma. Which one? Is it with the crochet pin or without the crochet pin? Which of them? You have to indicate which of them. Is it which one? Because we did this one, we use the crochet pin to insert the hair. The second one is just the rubber band without the crochet pin. Then the third one is a rubber band without crochet pin without rubber band. Which of them do you want me to repeat? Indicate it, let me know. Is it the first one? Is it the second one? Or is it the third one? Both, if possible, for you, man. Okay, no, just choose one. Let's do one. Then we'll go into the natural method because more people are waiting to learn the natural method. Kindly repeat the first. Okay, the first. The first one is the one without with the crochet pin. Let's go ahead and repeat that first one. When we do the first one, we'll move straight into the natural method. If we have any other time, the second one as well. okay, that's fine. Because I want you guys to learn. It's a beginner's class. I don't mind. Let's go ahead and do it because when we go into the traditional method, it's more part of it. Let's share the video, bring more people in. Thank you so much, and God bless you for doing that. So now that we have highlighted the hair horizontally, what are we going to do? We'll now go in vertically to bring in this line. Take this one vertically. We're going to be working with this one first. Yes, this hair, we're going to be working with it. So other hair, get your clips, move it away from what you're doing. Move it away like this, making sure that they are not joining. You go straight and comb this. This is the first method. Pay attention. Share the video. Let more people come in to get this method so that we're not going to repeat it again for today. No, go ahead. So now the next thing, watch it. You've highlighted your hair. The next thing you're going to do, go ahead and get your rubber band. Rubber band has this tiny kind of rubber band, not the big ones, in case you're going to get your stuff for making your hair. It's just tiny rubber bands. Go ahead. Normally, you're supposed to be using one for it. You can use one. If you use one and it works effectively for you, go ahead and use it. But normally, since I started this live training, I used to double it because I don't want you to snap. Then what you're going to do, take the rubber band, expand it with your hands. This is my thumb. Okay, you can use any of the hand because you can use any of the hand to just expand it like this. Go ahead and hold the hair. Look at the hair you're working with now. Use the rubber band to secure it. Secure it with a rubber band. Can you see it? Secure it with a rubber band. This is what I'm doing. Watch it. For those that ask this question, just go ahead and watch it. And at the same time, when you watch this method, practice this method as well. Practice them when you're your own at home, when you have the time, practice. Because the more you practice hair, the better you become and the perfect you become. So now that I've secured it, that is the first step. When you secure it, go ahead and hold this extension. Open it into two, pull it on both sides. Can you see what has gone on there? Pull it on both sides. When you're pulling it this way, please don't pull it too much because the more you pull it, the more it's grabbing the hair from the root. It's going to make the hair too tight. For the client, for your children, for anyone that you're putting up this rubber band method with, just make sure it's secured and nice but not too tight. Then you now relieve it. The next thing you're going to do, we need the crochet pin. That is why we said the first one is with the rubber band, with the crochet pin. Look at it, two things at the same time. But then when we're doing the second one, somebody requested for the second one, you see the difference. So now with the first one, you need this crochet pin. What are you going to do with your crochet pin? Take your crochet pin. It has something like a latch, open and close. Open it when you want to secure the hair in. Open it like this. When you open it, you have to go ahead in the middle of the hair like this. Put it out. Can you see how where the crochet pin is coming out from? Now, if you find out that this one is longer and is disturbing you, get your clip. All these procedures, they are what? Beginners friendly. When you're learning, you have to be patient. You add patience into learning. Before you know it, you become a professional. You don't need all these protocols. All these are protocols for beginners. When you get into hair, you don't need all these things. You know it because you've been practicing. You know it. But let's just go ahead and hold this one like this. Secure it. So that we will not have anything blocking our space. So now the next thing, go and grab your extension. This one I have would be almost like now. When you're seeing this extension now, the size I'm using, they are almost the same size. Now I've taken the last one from this set. You think, oh, because it's the last one, you just insert it like that. No. When you insert it like that, because this one is bigger, despite it's almost medium, it's a little bit bigger, you have to reduce it. Because if you take this hair like this, if you ask me to braid this hair, I'll braid it to this hair, it will not be even. Not because it's the last hair, then you now insert it to your hair. No, as a beginner, take the little, even if it's a slight little difference that you have to take off to make sure that the hair is equal to what you're using. Go ahead and do that. That is a point you have to note. Please, thank you so much for everyone supporting this live. God bless you. Share the live, like the live. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. So now, this is the hair that we are going, the extension we are working with. Split this extension into ratio 2:1. You go ahead and split it into two. The one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Take this one you have on your left hand, place it on one side, just put it on one side. Take this one you have on your right hand, make sure they are in the same level. Look at it. Make sure, even if it's long length, make sure they're in the same level. Then you now go ahead and create a loop. Look at this loop. You create a loop like this. When you do it like this, hold it with your thumb and your index finger, because these two hands, they play with vital roles to our hair. Thumb, index finger. When you create that loop like that, what are you going to do? Go ahead and place this one, hook it up. Use this your extension. This crochet pin hooks extension. You put it and close it. When you close it, gradually pull it out. You see, when you pull it out, don't just pull it all out. Pull it out to this point. Then you release your crochet pin, put your crochet pin on one side. Come here, use your left hand, hold on to one of the strand of the hair here. Because if you pull this hair without holding on to the strand, thank you so much. I'm seeing you, Sandy. God bless you all. If you take this strand and you pull it out, everything is going to go off. But then you hold it. Look at the way I'm holding it with my left hand. Then I'll use my right hand to gradually pull it so that all of them will not pull. They're in the middle. Look at it. Then you now go ahead and measure it. Another thing I have to tell you, do you know during the process of adding your crochet pin on this hair, despite there's rubber band, it has loosened it up a bit. For you to be more secured, you just go ahead, open this hair again before you start braiding, pull it on both other sides, secure it a little bit but not too tight. Then you release it. When you release it, bring it down. The next explanation for this first method is that when you're braiding with this method, rubber band method, all the hair in the middle will have the natural hair. Please go ahead and braid it as a beginner. The more you get into hair, the better it becomes for you. The more you get into hair, the better it becomes. So now you adjust your mannequin. Let's adjust the mannequin to the point. Always make sure you're positioned very well when you're doing hair and you're happy with it. Take your left hand, hold on to this hair. Look at it. When you hold on to this hair, use holding it with your thumb and index finger. Take the extensions that is 2 times bigger, place it in the middle point. These methods are very easy for beginners to start braiding. If you have not braided before and it's your first time, use this method today. Even today, you start braiding this hair. So now place it like this and hold it. Place that other one and hold 3 of them. Then you now have the strand in here, you have that one in the middle, and you have this one on the left hand. Take your right hand, bring this one, you're starting braiding, watch it. But if you're a left-handed person, please go with your left hand first when you're braiding. But if you're a right-handed person, as you're securing this, you're going to take this one, bring it in from my right hand into the left. Take it and bring it into the left. Look at where I supported it now. Just put it somewhere there. Then you grab this one in the middle. Secure it. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. Take this one on your left hand. Bring it into your right. Secure it and hold it. You've started braiding this hair already. Can you see how simple it is? You have started braiding this hair already. Do you see how simple it is to braid this hair with this rubber band method as a beginner? This class is making hair easy, making braiding hair easy. Anyone can do it. So you go ahead and braid. The only thing I'm going to tell you with this is that since you're a beginner, you just have to make sure that your extensions now in the middle are covering the natural hair. But when it gets to the point whereby you can split the hair, split your natural hair and share it to another hair into 3. But I don't want you to go into this. When we go into the fully natural and traditional way, you see that it will split itself automatically. So go ahead and finish your braiding. This is the first method from the rubber band method. We've done it before, but as somebody asked that they want us to repeat it. This is the first one. Let me hold this and braid this hair very quickly. We'll quickly braid this hair. And the reason why you're letting your extensions cover your natural hair is because you want it to be very neat and professional. You want it to be very neat and professional. Somebody was saying on the comment section the other time, oh, why is it that when I do my own hair, before you know it, the hair is old already within 1 week? Yes, because you are not tucking the hair in. Tucking in is using your extensions to hide your natural hair when you're doing your braid. It will make the braid come out really nicely. Okay, what's happening in the network? Okay, let's verify this. Okay, it's verified already. Okay, thank God. So now this is it. Beautiful and nice lemon green color. Can you see how is it lemon, or that's not lemon now? Like army color. Okay, this is army color. Look at it. Beautiful. So now that is the first method, using the crochet pin and the rubber band method. So the second method, she asked me to repeat, one of the students online. We are going to repeat that second method. That second method is just the rubber band, adding extension using only the rubber band. We are not using the crochet pin now. Watch me as I do this method. So when we finish that method, we are going to move into the other 3 methods, how you can do it naturally without all these protocols. So watch as I do this method. So we are going to go ahead and take the hair again horizontally, vertically now. Vertical lines, just take your hair, highlight it vertically. This is the next hair. When we do this hair, it's going to fall here in the middle. So let me go ahead and secure these other ones that we're not working with our comb. 1 minute. I'm going to drink a little bit of water now, because since everywhere is getting cold, my throat is getting dry. Let me drink some water, then we'll get into it. Thank you so much for understanding. Sorry about that. The weather is really getting really cold. That your throat, when your throat is frozen. I just say no, I must have to come today to teach, because I've already promised a student I'm coming to take their other class. So now let's go ahead now and brush this hair out. When we brush this hair out, thank you so much for your understanding. Share the video, like the video. We have almost like 1 hour or 40 minutes to stay before we finish our lessons today. Because normally, if you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome to the class. The classes start 12 p.m. UK time to 2 p.m. UK time. But normally, I come out 30 minutes before the time on my other TikTok affiliate account to show you where you can get your training head, mannequin. We do that before the class. So if you're here and interested to get your training head, you only come 11:30 before the time, or you go to my GraceLawend, my account. I have an affiliate account. When you see that icon button there, go ahead and purchase all the material, your training and everything that you have to use. Then we'll move straight into our class where we'll do the training. So now, this is the hair that you've highlighted. What are you going to do? Section this hair into 2. Split it into 2. When you split it into 2 like this second method is the method that is related to the rubber band method. Second method. Somebody said, repeat, please. Repeat, please. Yeah, let's go ahead. I will always repeat it, because we are here for the beginners. I want everybody to be able to grab and braid hair. Thank you so much for your support. I see everyone. God bless you. So now we're going straight away. Let's go ahead and take this hair. You see, we pull this hair in front of us this morning. I use this hair to do some training this morning. If you didn't see it, if I have the clips, I'm going to send it for how you can pull your extension, how you can. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Or how you can. Sheila, I can see you. God bless you for doing that. Thank you so much. So now this is the extension. We are going ahead to grab the size of the extension we are using. This is the second method related to the rubber band method. So when you have your extension, look at the extensions. When you're pinching your extension, make sure that when you're taking your extensions, your braid, let your braids be the same thing. The size of this braid be the same thing. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. I can see everyone. God bless you all for that. Making sure that your size, when you're doing your braid, you see how beautiful the braid will look, because when they are the same size, their position. Thank you so much, Sheila. God bless you. I can see you. Follow the gifters. When you follow the gifters, when you're on your own life, they will come and gift you. Go ahead and follow those people that is gifting, because when you need a gifter in your life, go ahead. Thank you so much, and God bless you. So now let's go ahead and do this. When you now split the hair into ratio 2:1. Look at it. The one you have on your right hand should be bigger, it should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Take this one you have on your left hand, keep it on one side, put it on one side anywhere, just straight on one side. Go ahead and measure these ones. Just do like this, make it equal. Be patient when you're learning and you're going to learn, because when you go into this process, start practicing. This morning, let me give you an example. One of my daughter, I used to train them for hair. Look at it. I just left my mannequin on its own. Before I wake up this morning, I saw somebody braid this hair. Look at this hair. She did it. And I wake up and I was asking, I said, who did this hair? He said, I did it. Oh my God. I said, you see, the mannequin is there. She just go ahead and start training with this hair. That is the reason why you need your mannequin for training. Now, I told her that you're even perfect. Now you start doing my hair now. You see the reason? So the more you practice, the better you become. When I was teaching them, I thought maybe it's not getting in, it's getting in. Now she can braid fully. I wasn't there. I didn't supervise her when she did that. So it's the same thing applicable to you. So let's go ahead and do this. So now you go ahead, open this. When you open this one, place this one in the middle like this. Look at it. Pay attention to this. Pay attention to this. Place it in the middle. When you place it in the middle, you go ahead and grab your rubber band. This method only needs the rubber band. It doesn't need the crochet pin. This one doesn't need the crochet pin. Then you go ahead. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's go ahead. Let's make it very interesting. Share the video. We're about 67 of us here, which is okay. Send the videos, share the videos. The more you benefit, you don't know who you're going to help by coming into the class. So now you have this one. When you have this, what are you going to do? Go ahead and cover it like this. When you do that, take your rubber band. Look at the rubber band. This one is the rubber band method if you're just joining. This is the second part of the rubber band method. You go ahead and secure it. You see it, secure it very, very well. Like what we did the first time was to secure the rubber band with your natural hair first, then now use the crochet pin to insert this extension. Now, when you see the two methods, what do you think? There's no point. You need to learn all of them by using your crochet pin. But if you see these two methods now, what are you going to do? Quickly do this method. You don't need to be doing process. Just go ahead, split the hair into two, put it, and you secure the hair in the middle with the extensions underneath. Can you see it? Yes. So now, what are we going to do now? It's like this. Go ahead and part this hair into two. When you part it into two, you pull it on both sides. When you put it on both sides, it's going to secure the hair more to the root. When you secure it more to the root, you're just going to relieve it like this. Now, at this point, the hair is secured already. I hope the person that asked this question is paying attention. The hair is secured at this point. Then the next thing, go ahead and grab these extensions that you put on one side that is 2 times bigger. Then you start braiding this hair. Watch this hair, braid it, and that is it. Very, very simple method to braid. If you're here watching me or you're just listening to my voice passing by, you have that interest to do hair, here is the place you can get it. Very, very easy methods to get into braiding. Yes. So now take your left hand. When you take your left hand, go ahead and grab this hair. Hold it like this. Take this one, the 2 times bigger, place it in the middle and hold it with your thumb and your index finger. Thumb and index finger play vital role when we are doing hair. So now, when you just secure it like this, simple, the next thing you're going to do, take your right hand. If you're a right-handed person, start with this right hand and start braiding. If you're a left-handed person, start with your left hand and start braiding. Because I'm a right-handed person, I'm going to go straight now. Take this hair from here. Very, very simple. Watch it. Take it from your right hand. This is my right hand. Take this a strand of hair from your right hand into your left hand. When you bring it into your left hand, look at it, secure it here, just hold it there, let it secure. Then you push this to your right, securing it with your thumb and index finger. Take this strand on the left, bring it into your right. You see, when you bring it into your right, you secure it. Take this one and bring it into your left. That is it. You started braiding this hair already. It's a simple method. Simple method. That's your left hand. No, because this is my right hand and that's my left hand. That is why I'm indicating it, because on the camera it's going to be showing you like it's not my right hand. So I used to mention this is my right hand. This is my right hand. It's not my left hand. That is my right hand. But on the camera is going to be showing you other way right. I mentioned it so that when you're doing it, you know you're starting with your right hand first. That's my right hand. Look at it, my right hand. Yes, the camera flips. Yes. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, so now when you're doing it, that's why I used to indicate it that this is my left hand now. Can you see? Now, so when you go ahead, keep braiding the hair. You see, the only thing I'm going to tell you on this method is that now the natural hair is always in the middle. Use your extension to cover it. Go ahead and braid. Braid it as a beginner. But when you get into braiding, you're going to split. Excuse me. More water, please. When you get into braiding, you're going to be able to split your natural hair. But at this point, please go ahead and start braiding. Go ahead and braid it. Use your extensions to cover your natural hair. It's called tucking your hair into the hair. So you go ahead and braid this. Can you see what I'm doing? You see it? Very, very nice and easy. And it will make your hair easy and equal. Mama, now I can do my guest hair. Oh, thank you so much. You see, look at the testimony coming. Most people are here. When they see me do this hair once, they are free. They started doing hair. Look at it. The testimony is that thanks, Mama. Now I can do my daughter's hair. That is just it. Thank you so much for that testimonies. Yes, because if you're here, it makes other people feel better and it encourages other people that they can do it as well. If you're here, you think, oh, I've been braiding for a long time, I cannot do it. My coming here is to help you, give you that boost that you can do it. You can always do it, because it's not every time that, oh, any small thing, you just carry your children to the salon, they will stay there for 7-8 hours and you're there. As a mother, you cannot even do few things. So with this method, you can be able to do things that on their hair, even if it's every 2 weeks, you just gradually put something on their hair that will make them look neat and nice, which is okay. I'm so happy for that testimony. Thank you so much, because now you're giving the testimony is going to encourage other people that they can do it as well. Look at it. When you do this method, and nobody will tell you that, oh, it's not you that did this hair. Look at it, beautiful. It's you that did it. If you follow this procedure, you'll be able to do this method. Now we'll finish the method related to the rubber band. We've even repeated two for other people for clarity purposes. So now we are going to go straight ahead to the normal traditional method of installing our extension, which we have 3. They have several methods, but I'm only taking you 3 online. I do 3 for the rubber band, then I do 3 methods for the normal and traditional method. So then it's 6 methods every time. So try and practice the 6th method. When you practice the 6th method, one of the method will get into your hands. When you are sure and you're happy with that method, please go ahead and start using that method to braid your hair. Whereas you've known how to do the 6th method, because you're going to come across those methods in the future. If not now, you're coming across in the future while you're doing the process of your training. So now, this is it. Let's go ahead and do the next one. The first method we're going to do on this natural and traditional method of installing the hair. What is the difference? The difference is that when you split the hair, you're going to get the extension into other hair at the same time. And as well, you're not using the rubber band to secure it. You're only using your extension to do this. So let's go straight ahead to do this first one. The first one is, I'm going to show you. There you are. Look at it. Even the mannequin is so tangled. Always make sure you comb the hair when you're doing it. Look at it. Remove the knots in it. Remove it. Now it's clear. It will help you when you're braiding. If the knots are there, they will be wedging your hands. When you put your hands into it to braid, it's going to be holding to your hand. But then we don't want it to be like that. So now let's grab the extensions that we're using to work. If you're joining us for the first time, you're welcome to this class. In this class, the class is flexible. If you have any question related to what we're doing there, please go ahead and ask it under the comment section. Well, if we have more time, we'll treat the question. But if we don't have, we'll move it to our next class. Definitely going to do it. And don't forget, when I read it, if we don't have more time, when I come next to the class, I'm going to treat it. So now, this is it. You have your extensions ready. Split your extension. Anytime you're doing your braid, always make sure it's ratio 2 to 1. Ratio 2 to 1 means that So the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. 1, this one is bigger than this one. 2, the one you have on your left hand is bigger than this one. That is the same interpretation. So now with this method, you're going to cross it. We've been doing all this method we've done since. We have not crossed this hair. This is the hair. When you split it into 2, go ahead and cross it. Somebody was asking me that day, I don't know how to cross this hair. Take this smaller one you have on your right hand, go over it on your left hand and just cross it like this. It's going to give you this. When it gives you this, look at, can you see the 3 strands? Look at the hair because we need 3 strands for the hair. 1, 2, 3, they are equal now. So when you're doing your braid with this equal length, it's not going to give you that wobbly and uneven braid. More people said, oh, their braids are uneven. Because it's uneven, because you might take this one smaller and these other ones are bigger. I'm going to give you an example if we have more time for you to see what I mean. So now let's go ahead. Hold this extension like this with this method. Look at the way I'm holding it. Now, I'm just holding it in the middle where I cross it with my right hand like this, only with my right hand. Then I'll now move straight. Watch this method. This is the first method from the natural and traditional method. Most professionals use this method and it's working out for them very, very well. Most professionals, that's what they use. You see how it's going to look. When you hold this method, when you use it, take your left hand, hold your natural hair. This is your natural hair. Take the extensions that you're holding on your right hand, place it, use your thumb and index finger to hold it like this. Did you see what I've done? Use it to hold it like this. When you hold it, the next thing you're going to do, take your right hand, this is my right hand, grab this extension and place it. I've started braiding already. Watch it, watch it. So you go ahead and do this. 1, that's 1. Then you go the next one, 2. When you go it 2 times, open this your hands. Open this your hand. Place this hair here. This is where most people still have problem with this one. It will not be secured. Hold it like this. Put it there. When you put it there, you now go in here. Split your natural hair into 2 and the extensions that you have. You start braiding. Can you see what have happened there? Have you seen the transition? You start braiding the hair. Simple. This method is simple. That is why most people that knows how to use this method, they still go ahead and use this method. Look at now that I have taken this hair, you're going to make sure that your extensions are covering your natural hair. Now your extensions are covering your natural hair. You're going to adjust it and start braiding your hair. You see, cover it. The reason why we're doing that is that we're using a green color, army color to braid the extension, and the hair is a brown shade color. You don't want to be seeing the brown shade mixed up all the time. Try as much as possible to tuck it in. Let the extensions cover the natural hair so that it won't be showing. All you need to be seeing that when you place your hair down, you're going to be seeing the extension. It's going to make the hair look very, very nice and neat. Look at it. You're going to be seeing only the army color, but you don't know that we have hair underneath because you have covered it with your use the extension to cover the natural hair. So my problem now starting. Okay, that don't worry. This one now is easy method. That's why I'm doing 6 methods. I don't know if you're just joining us now. What's her name? Is it Mirabelle? So if you're just joining us now, maybe you have missed the part where we did the first part. But then the problem of starting this one now, that is why I'm here online for you. The 3 methods that we have done with rubber band, if you know that all these methods are very difficult for you to install here, this traditional method, please go ahead and start using any of the natural rubber band method. When you use that natural method, you will grow up to getting into using the traditional method. Because if you don't do that, it will not help you in your braiding skills. Your braiding skills, and you even still need more practice to make sure that you're fast when you have hair. Because when you're installing hair, it's not just installing the extension. Another thing you need to take note is that you need to be fast when you're doing braid, because you're not just installing one braid. You have about 60 to 80 braids you're putting on one head or even more. So you need your speed. So go ahead and use the rubber band method. If you're finding it very difficult at first to do this traditional method, go ahead and use the rubber band method. Practice, keep doing it before you know it. That is why I do the 6th method. I didn't start with traditional method because people will be saying, oh, it's hard. I start with the simple method to get into braiding. Then we move up to the traditional method. Can you see it? Now look at it. Look at it. Very, very secure. Most professional, this is what they use to install their hair. Right. So this is the first one for the traditional method we're taking in the class. Let's go ahead and do the second one. When we do the second one and we'll do the third one, very neat. Thank you. When we do the first one, we do the second one. If you have any question at that point, you will let me know. Then we'll know what to do. Repeat it. Yes. So if we still have time, because now we have here is on 37 now. Let's go ahead and highlight the next hair. When you're taking the next hair, always go to the previous one in the middle like this. Take the next one. Yes, that will still help you to know how to highlight your hair. This mannequin now, when you're highlighting, because we're using it several times now, when you're giving it line, it's just giving you different things, but we're going to take it like that. Always take this one that you're not working with. The hair that you're not working with, put it on one side and clip it this way. Can you see it? Yes. So this one now, we're going to comb it like this. Do you see this method? This next method I'm going to show you, demonstrate for the natural and traditional method, is that this normal hair will be the third strand. The middle, this hair you see will be the third strand. If your hair is not long, you cannot do this method. If your hair is long like this, you can do this method. If your hair is half the way, you can do this method. But if the hair is very short, no, you cannot do this method. You rather use the rubber band method, or you use the last method, which is you have to grip it to install your extension. But let's go ahead. I'm going to show you how to do this. So now you go ahead and grab the extension that you're going to be using. Always make sure that your extensions that you're working with are the same thing. I'll repeat it and repeat it again for us for clear understanding. So now when I'm taking the next extension, I will take the extension that is the same size as what I've been installing since. Look at it. But with this method we're going to do, we are not going to cross it. We are not going to split this method. Watch the difference between this next method, traditional. We are not going to cross the hair. We are not going to split it. But the size I'm using is the same size as I've took for extension I took for the other ones. What are we going to do now? We've already combed this hair nice and neat. So now go ahead and hold this hair. Look at it. Take your left hand, place it like this. Take the extension you're working with, put it in the middle like this. Hold it with your thumb and index finger. Can you see it? Hold. This method is the second method I show you online here, related to the traditional and natural method to install your extension, because these ones, they don't need rubber band or anything. So now you have it. This is one on my right hand, which is the extension. You have the normal natural hair in the middle. Then you have the other one on your left hand, which is the extension. Okay, let's go ahead and do this now. The next thing you're going to do, take this one. You start your braid immediately. Take this one that you're having on your right hand, bring it in. If you're a right-handed person, if you're a left-handed person, use your left hand. You grab this hair in the middle, secure it with your thumb and index finger. Take the one on your left, bring it in. Yes, then you grab the middle one, braid this hair. Now you have braided this hair like 2 lines. Yes, when you do it like this, with this method, you're not going to continue to use your natural hair to be braiding this hair. Most people, this method might be good for them. That is why I say use the 6th method. Anyone that is easier for you to go with it. Now that you have braided this hair, 1 or 2 braids, but you're not going to continue to be using the natural hair to be braiding. What are we going to do? We're going to borrow hair here. You're going to take some hair from here. Look at it. Take some hair. And while you're taking hair, you place it here in the middle. Put this one on the side. Take another hair from this one. Place it and put it here. Now you make it equal. Can you understand? When you make it equal like this, then you now start braiding your hair with this method, making sure that this one is covering. When we braid it a little bit, with this method, I'm going to split the natural hair. So look at it. When you this method, take this natural hair, take it to here. Take the natural hair now, give it to this one. You see? You see why when I was doing the rubber band method, I didn't split natural hair? Because for you to know how to do this method, you've already become professional and you're getting to that point. So don't put all the hair in one. That is why it's called natural and traditional method. So you go ahead and split the natural hair to each other. So now you go ahead and start braiding this hair. Now when you're braiding, always remember that you cover your natural hair with your extensions. cover your natural hair with your extensions. Go ahead and braid this hair. Look at it. I'm braiding the hair now. It looks so neat. It looks so neat because everything you're doing is equal sizes. They are equal sizes. When I finish with this one and I do the last method, I'm going to show you the difference of not letting your extensions be equal. You see the result of your braid. That is the problem most people are having as beginners as well. So now let's go ahead and finish braiding this hair. This is the second method related. Let's give cheers to. We're carried away now. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing. If you're sharing, share the live. If you're liking the video, like, oh, let's move the like to 10,000K. Let's go ahead. Thank you so much. God bless you for your support on this live. I really appreciate it for every support you've supported. God bless you for it. Go ahead and tap, share the live. The more we share, the more it will attract more people to come in. Look at it. Look at this method. Very, very secured as well. Can you see it? Beautiful. When you're doing your braids, everything is nice and neat. Look at it. As a beginner, if you follow these steps that I've taken, your braids, the result is going to turn to be this result. Definitely be this result. So now we have done this first one, we have done the second one. We're going straight ahead to do the third one, which is the most used method. It is the most used method from the natural and traditional method when you're doing braids. That's the most used method. So let's go ahead now and do that most used method people are using. That is where you want to climb up to. That is where I want you to belong. When you come to this point, oh, yes, I can confidently hold my extension on one hand. I can confidently do this hair. So let's go ahead. Take your next hair from this place in the middle of the previous one you've done like this. Take it like this. When you take it like this, it will be like this. I'm going to take, thank you so much. Let me drink some water a bit. The more you do, the throat is getting dry. So now the last method we're going to do is the last method and the most used method from the natural and traditional method. So watch me as I do this method. Most people, they know how to secure this hair. I am a beginner, but I have been using 3 1s. 3 1. 3 1. I don't know what is 3 1. Oh. Please let me know. Is it the third one? Okay, third one. Third one. This third one, right? Is it this one? Please put yes on the comment section. Let me understand because this one. Okay, this third one, this one. You've been using this method. Yes, okay. That is absolutely okay. Thank you, Sylvia. You know, when you practice all the method and this one goes for you, please go ahead and continuously be using it to braid and increase your speed. The more you practice, the more your speed is, because it will help you. The time limit scale that if you have a full braid of hair that will take you 10 hours, the more you practice, your time will be reducing into 6 hours, 7 hours. Then later you can do that same hair you've done for 10 hours or 5 hours. What does that mean? Because you have start increasing your speed. So let's go ahead and do this one now. Now we are doing this. You are going to hold your extension on one hand. With this method, we are going to hold my extension on one hand. Now you're going to split this extension into ratio 2 to 1, which is the one I have on my right hand is 2 times the one I have on my left hand. What are you going to do next? Cross it. You see the difference with the first 3 method and this method. We are crossing these ones. We are holding it on one hand. The other one, we are using rubber bands. We are using crochet to insert them. That is the 3 levels. So now you are going to do what? Look at the braids. They are all equal sizes. They are equal sizes. What are you going to do? Please, where can I get the type of doll? No, we don't. Now, if you want to buy the doll, buy it on TikTok. Buy it on TikTok. Don't write any other place on my comment section. Go, if you want it on my account, go on GraceLawendhair. You get your training head. I came 30 minutes before the time to show us, pin it down for people to buy it instantly. Yes, how did they become equal? Okay, how did they become equal? Yes, okay. Now, how they become equal is that when you part your hair into ratio 2 to 1, this one on your right hand is smaller, right? And this 2 on your left hand is bigger. So when you take these smaller parts, join them together like this, it's going to give you one part of this. That is where your mathematics come, because one was smaller than, yes. When you take this one, cross it together, look at it. Now, add this one together, is going to give you the size of this one, right? Do you understand it there? So when you hold it like this, the next thing that you're going to do, you're going to be holding your extension on one hand like this. Do you see how I hold it on one hand? It didn't take me any seconds to do this. But if I have to explain to you now, it will take me more than 1 minute to explain to you how to hold it, which I have to do on this live. For those that knows how to hold their extension already and it's working out for them, please go ahead and continue holding it. But if you see me holding the extension on one hand and you think, okay, I want to try your method, I'm going to explain how you can hold the extension. Now you've crossed the extension, it's like this. What are you going to do? This is my right hand, my thumb and my index finger. Go ahead and hold this part of the hair with your thumb and index finger. This is my left hand, right? Take your thumb and index finger, hold this other strand. Then the other strand, put it on here. Let these 3 fingers support it by holding it like this. When you hold it like this, if you leave it to wobble like this, you cannot get it. All you have to do is make it firm. You see the firmness? Have you seen the firmness? What you're going to do, place your middle finger. This is my middle finger. Put it right here. When you put your middle finger right here, I'm going to be turning this my right hand alone. This right hand. When I turn my right hand, all is going to come out is your index finger on this place. You bring your index finger out. Look at it. You have hold your extension on one hand. If you practice it and you are used to it, it won't take you up to this explanation. The explanation is because we are beginners and you want to learn how to do it. So now, one of the extension is going to be lying on my index finger, holding it on one hand. Right. Now let's go ahead and install this hair. Then you see what I mean. So now when you're holding it on one hand, go ahead, use your left hand. This is the normal traditional method that makes us to be doing all this procedure. People are complaining, oh, if I hold the hair, it's not firm enough, it's not this. Watch me as I do it. Maybe it's going to help you when I demonstrate it. I love watching you. Thank you so much. God bless you. Thank you so much. So now let's go ahead. You open this. When you open this, place it. Use your hand here like this. You're holding your extension. Just open your index finger and thumb a little bit. Use it to grab this hair. What are you going to do now? Take your right hand, the best method. Yes, that is the method for Ifa Buchi. Look at Ifa Buchi, follow her. She's been there. When she did all the method, the first method she did that got into her hand is this method. She can tell you, she's there on the comment section. Her name is Ifa Buchi. You can see her there. He said the best method. That's the best method for her because when she tried the 6th method, this is the best method for her. She got it once. So it might not be your own best method, but try the 6th method and go ahead and do it. Why she's saying that now? For most people, they think it's difficult. Just concentrate. You will get it. So now, what we are going to do, take your left hand. When you take your left hand, split this hair a little bit. Look at it. Take it. Use your left hand to split this natural hair. When you split the natural hair, take this one. Then now take your hands, middle finger, drag this hair extension, drag it to this point. When you drag it to this point, take your index finger. Look at my index finger. Place it in between the natural hair and your extension. Look at where my hand is coming from. When you do that, you now release your right hand. When you release your right hand, you go now, adjust yourself now. Take your right hand now, pull this other hair. When you pull it, then you now start braiding. Make sure it's secured. You see, make sure it's secure but not too tight. You see, at that point, when you release your hand, you now adjust yourself. You make sure that the hair is secured like this because you've grabbed it from the roots and the hair is splitted into 3. Watch me, because you're going to flip your hands on this hair. You're not going to continue to braid it the way I'm doing. What you're going to do, when it comes to this point, you release your left hand. Release your left hand, then you now take your left hand. Look at my left hand. Do this. Do this. Take your thumb like this. Do this. Flip the hair. When you flip the hair, you now position the hair very well. You see the difference between every hair we're doing. I'm going to show you the difference between this natural method with everything that we're doing since. So all you have to do is look at now. Automatically, when I'm grabbing the hair from the root, we have splitted your natural hair into all the extension. That is why we say is a natural and traditional way of installing the extension. Now, without doing any other thing, on the process of installing the hair, you splitted your natural hair into the extension. Now you're going to continue to braid. What are you going to do? Make sure that your braids, your extensions are covering the natural hair. Then you adjust it and twist your braids. This one is falling apart. Just go ahead and do it. See, when you start braiding, It's now giving you the position whereby you start braiding the hair so that you will not be seeing the natural colors. Your extension is going to be covering the natural hair. Can you see it? It's called tucking your extensions in. So let's go ahead and braid this hair. So when we get to this point, we finish braiding the hair. I'm going to show you the difference. When I show you the difference, you're going to see what I mean. So when we get to this point, look at it. Now, when you get to this point, look at this hair now. These 3 strands of hair I'm holding. The number of your viewers hit an all-time high, 30 days. Brilliant. Oh, thank you so much for that. God bless you. No, let's go ahead and click and say yes to everybody supporting this live. I'm really grateful. So now when you do it like this, look at these 3 strands of hair. Now, when you want to borrow hair, this one is longer than this one. What are you going to do? Don't borrow hair from the top of it. You come, look at the way I'm borrowing my hair. I'm going to go underneath. Look at it. From the underside of it, take some of the hair, put it on this one. Then you split it and start braiding. Because if you take your borrowing of hair on top of it, it's going to affect your braiding. It's not going to be even. So you gradually go ahead and start braiding this hair. You see it? I've borrowed some hair now. You see what I've done there? I'm still going to teach you how to add up hair. But not today, because we're running out of time. How to add hair. Now, for instance, I'm going to braid hair. Most people will be complaining that why is it that when we're getting to the end of the hair, why is it having all those small hair and fringes? There you are. You're going to use your scissors to remove all those parts of it because it's a normal thing when you're doing braid. Because we have already pulled the hair up. When you pull those hair up, when you're braiding the hair, this is the result it's going to be given to you. So now you go ahead and finish braiding your hair, making sure that everything has fitted in. I'm going to show you the difference between this hair now. Just be patient and watch the difference between the natural traditional method and the other method we've been doing. I'm not saying other methods are not okay, but then we use it to train for us to get into our braiding. Check it. Look at how secure this is. Look at the roots of this hair. When you see the roots of this hair, it's not that puffy like all these ones. You see, we're not saying these ones are not okay. They are okay. But this one, because you're holding it straight from the root, look at how secure it is. And this place is a bit in. If you use a normal color that will rhyme to this hair, nobody will know that you added extension into this hair. Nobody will know. That's why it's called natural and traditional method of this, and that is the most used method. So you've seen it now. We've done 6 methods for today. Okay, before we round up this class now, from everything that we have done, we know we have like 6 minutes more, but I want to bring us up to see what we have done so far. If there's anybody holding their mannequin here, I've done something so far. If you want to show us, this is the time to show me what you have done. But apart from that, is there anyone of this hair that you want me to repeat? Put it on the comment section. We have 6 minutes to go, then we'll be able to do it, because now I have to pick the kids off school. That is why you see me 12 to 2 o'clock. We do everything fast for me to do my parental activities as well. Do you have any questions, or do you want me to repeat of this? If not, let me start bringing people up. If you have any question, if you have any suggestion, let me see. If there's no question, let me assume there's no question, because I'm not seeing anything on the comment section. The last method, ma. Okay, let's go ahead and do the last method. The Gbemi, what's his name? Gbemi Hashi. Please try and put your picture on your profile. It's very important. When you're using any platform, it's very, very important, because now she doesn't have any picture on her profile. That's another lesson for you. Always, it will help you. If you're here, you have your profile, people will see you, see the person I'm following, they will not think it's a fake account. So always make sure that if you have your account, let your pictures be showing. But the name is just showing here. It said the Gbemi something. Okay, no problem. Let's repeat this one very fast. I'm not going to go into full details of explanation. I'm just going to hold it straight away and do it. But because when the videos come up, I'm going to send the clips of the videos so that you can be able to watch them when you're doing your practice. Yes. Thank you so very much. Number 3. Yes, I'm repeating the number 3 now. Thank you. Thank you so very much, and God bless. Let's go ahead and repeat the number 3. The natural traditional method of how you can install your hair, and the most used method, because you're going to hold that extension on one hand. This method, you can walk up to this method because it will help you when you want to do braiding business. You want to go into business as a braider, my dear, learn this method because it's quicker and it's fast. You do all the methods, but just work yourself up to this method. It will help you. So now let's go ahead and clip this one that you're not working with. Then I'll comb this one because I don't need this extra coming up here. I'm going to comb the hair. Don't forget to comb your hair. If you're joining us for the first time, you're highly welcome. In this class, we teach about braids. But then if you need further more, you want to know more than this, because this is the most important things to know on hair. Even if you want to do cornrow, you don't know how to do this method, you have to learn this first. Immediately you know how to braid this, cornrow will not be difficult for you to get into. Like doing cornrows will never be difficult. If you know how to braid hair, start your braiding, get perfected in it. When you see your cornrow once and practice, look at this hair. Very, very tangled. I don't know why this one is tangled now. So that's why it's good for us to comb our hair when we're combing it. You see, I'm trying to comb this. Let me use my hand so that I will not damage the hair because it's so tangled at this point. You just gradually be patient and separate it. You see now that I've separated it, I didn't lose much of the hair and it's nicely separated. Yeah. So that's it. So now let's go ahead and grab the extension. Where's the extension now? Take the extension. This is the extension. We have to be using this. Now, this extension is like this. I've already explained before because this is the last one for this one. Doesn't mean because it's the last one, you just grab it and be doing hair like this. This one, this size is bigger than this one. Don't do that. Reduce. Even if it's a tiny bit, you have to reduce to give you the same size you're doing. Reduce it and take it apart. Then you can't take the normal size of your extension. So now, the next thing you're going to do, split this hair into two. Ratio 2:1, meaning that the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. What are you going to do on this occasion? Take it and cross it. Look at it. When you cross it this way and bring it, or let me bring it up to you, it's going to give you equal size. Then you see it, 1, 2, 3, they are equal now. Always practice. I want to see the works. When you practice and you're doing your work, please kindly come and show us what you have done so far with your practice because it will help other people. It's encouraging other people to make sure that they can do it. So now when you have it like this, I'm not going to say too much because I've explained that part. Let me just go ahead and hold it. You see, when I'm holding my extension, let's assume that you've known how to hold it. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to place this hair like this. Look at it. When you place it, take your left hand. See my left hand? I'm showing you. Let's bring this hair down. Take my left hand, separate this hair a little bit. Hold it, section this one with your left hand. Holding it with your thumb and index finger. Look at it with my left hand. Grab this extension. When you grab this one that you're holding, take your index finger. This is my index finger. Place it in the middle between the hair and the extension. When you grab it like this, you release your hand. What is this? You release your hand. When you release your hand, the next thing you release your right hand. The next thing you're going to do on this occasion, now the hair is like this. You now go ahead and secure. Look at it. Secure this hair before you start braiding. Make sure that the hair is secured, not too tight, but secured. You see the way I'm grabbing it from the root? That is where most people have problem. When it's just not like that. Okay, now another thing is that you now have to flip your hand. Look at the way I flip it. Flip the hand. When you flip the hand, the next thing you're going to do, see it, now this one have the natural hair, the middle have the natural hair, and this one have the natural hair. Then later you start braiding, making sure that your natural hair is hidden. Let the extension hide the natural hair. Then you continue to braid your hair. All it does is that it will make your work very, very neat. Can you see it? Keep braiding. See, the more you braid, the faster you become. The more you braid, the faster you become. Learn this braid very well. The more you learn this braid, it's going to move you into a lot of things. You can do a lot of things with this section of class that we are doing. A lot of hair that we are doing online. Even when we do our normal braid of the day or style of the day, you see that doing braid is involved in doing hair. Even the cornrow you want to learn, you have to start with the braiding first, then you start moving it off flat. That's the difference. But this one here, you're making it straight. If you're doing the cornrow, what you're doing like this will be going backwards. You grab this one, put it going backward. That is just the difference. Let's go ahead and do this. But if you know how to do this, it's going to move you into a lot of things, right? So now let me quickly finish this, then we'll go ahead and finish the class for the day. It's 2:01. I'm going to bring us up like few minutes, like another 5 to 10 minutes. If you have any question, if you have any contribution, if you want to show me your work, you go ahead and show me. Then we'll have our class again. So I'm so excited that you're here, and I'm so excited that you're learning. Most people are learning a lot from the class. Look at it. Beautiful. You see it? Very, very secured and nice. I see it. Secured and nice. Thank you. So now let me go ahead and just invite few of us. If you have anything to say, if you're the first time, if you have any classwork to show, bring it up, please. Because normally the time you practice with your mannequin and show us, it used to encourage a lot of people to like, oh yes, that is possible that I can do this. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm just sending out invitation. If you want to accept it, accept it. But if not, we'll call the class for a day. So, but if you want, let's use 10 minutes to interact as a teacher and a student that are here. Any improvement, anything you want us to do, then we'll talk about it with 10 minutes, not just teaching. Question time and interaction time.
Good afternoon, ma.
Oh, good afternoon, Sophia. Mommy Sophia, how are you?
Fine, ma. God bless you. Thank you for the teaching.
You're welcome, man. Look at how beautiful our braid is.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, thank you so much. Let's give cheers to Sophia. Sophia is really, she's satisfied with it, and she's saying thank you. A lot of people have gone through these classes. They know how to braid their kids' hair now, and I'm happy for that because I'm a mother. I know how much it costs. I have 4 girls. You know how much it will cost you to do 4 girls' hair. But then if you know how to do this thing, it will save you money. I'm not saying you should not use the braiders. When it comes to that point, you need the braiders, you go for it. But when it comes to the point whereby you can do some things, you save that money to use it to do other things for the children. So let's go ahead. Who's next is going to say something? Betty.
Hello, ma.
Go ahead, Sophia. I can hear you.
Okay, ma. I have 2 daughters. And I use 50 euro or 60 euro to braid their heads.
You see them?
Since I got into your platform, just last week, I just called my daughter. I said, I want to try to braid the hair, the one that I learned from you.
Yeah.
My daughter is in the school that I could have snapped the picture and I sent it to you to see.
Yeah.
But the problem I have, ma, the hair will still show out of the attachment.
Yes.
The hair will show.
Okay. So let's discuss that hair now. I wish you came with the hair now. Show us, we'll know what we have to do. But then if the hair, it depends on the extensions you're grabbing and the number of hair you're parting. For instance, yeah, even if let's say for instance now, this hair is a lot. Let me give you an instance. Let's do it very, very quick. This is a lot of hair. This is a lot of hair now. This is a lot of hair. This is not the size we're holding, right? This is not the size. This is more. Then you now grab your extension. Let me take from this extension that is long. You now take smaller extension. Look at the hair. Look at the extension you're grabbing, right? Look at it.
Yes.
For instance, you now take the size of me.
Can you go on the big screen so that I can able to see you well?
Okay. That means I have to shrink. Let me see if I can go on the bigger screen. Oh yeah, it's better now.
Like this. Thank you.
It's better now. Okay, yes. Now see, this hair is a lot bigger. Look at it now. For instance, yes. I want to use this medium extension to braid this hair. I can be able to do it. But look at this. I take this one now, for instance, or maybe a bit smaller. But then if you're parting a hair that is more like this, you still need a little bit more extension if you want the size to be big. But if not, let's go ahead and use this. Look at this size, this medium size. Then you go ahead and section it. Always make sure that the one you have on your right hand should be 2 times the one you have on your left hand. Look at it. The left hand should be bigger. This right hand should be like this. Look at it. Then you now cross your extension. Let's say you're doing the normal traditional method. Yes. Let's say I'm doing which method do you normally use when you're doing your daughter's hair?
I use the other method. Is it number 2? The one you just want to cross it for the down.
Is it for The one that you
Yes,
plait.
you put, yes, is this one.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's use your method then. Let's use your
Okay,
method to
ma.
do it.
Okay,
Watch
ma,
me.
thank
And
you
I'm
very much.
taking, I don't know, the amount of hair you used to take for your daughter, is it up to this one? Is it a lot like this?
Yes, because my daughter the head is very full, so
You want to do it very
yes.
fast so that you won't get tired of it. Yeah, that's
yes, and it have long head.
absolutely okay. Very, very okay. So now you are going to take the extension. Look at it. Now I'm holding the extension.
Oh,
I place this extension like this. Look at it. Can you see it? Then you now go ahead, you plait it. One, then you plait it the second time. Let's assume that is it. Bring your hand like this. Put it there. Put it near to the hand to secure it. Then you now split this hair. This one that you have now.
This is the place I have problem.
Oh, this is the place where the problem is. You want me to repeat it again? Okay, let's repeat it again.
Thank you.
Yeah. So other people will still learn from it. Let me slide this thing a bit. So when you hold your hair like this, hold it. Don't be scared of the hair. You're the one doing it, right? Yes. So when you hold it with your left hand, this is my left hand. Hold it firmly. You know the way I hold it firmly, I reduce the hair, the puffiness. I reduce the puffiness by holding it firmly like this. Then you now place this one here. When you place it, hold it with your thumb and index finger there. Take this one. Take your right hand, plait this one. You see? When you plait first one, you go again, plait the second one. If you feel like that the second one, because you have a thicker hair, is not too tight, you do the third one, but always end with the second one. Don't do third one. Yeah, you just place the hair. Open your hand like this. See, I'm holding this hair firmly like this, right?
Yes.
Open your left hand where this other one is. Put this hair in between here. Secure it there. Then you now come and open this hair like this. Share this your natural hair into this hair.
Is it into three?
Into two. Share it into two. Don't share it into three, because if you share it into three at this point, it's going to make you have mistake on the hair is going to put below. When you share it into two, you started braiding already. Can you see? Then when you now come to this part, you can now take some of the natural hair, give it to this one. Did you see what I've done?
Yes.
Take the natural hair, give it to that one. They are not equal. Then you now make sure that your extensions are covering the natural hair. Whether or not, stop and adjust. Stop and adjust. Stop and adjust it.
The natural hair will be at the down.
Yes, the natural hair will be under, not above.
Okay.
The natural hair is under now. See my extension. When it's like this, always hold it firmly with the other hand. Take this other hand, adjust it. Wait and adjust it. Then you braid. The more you braid, it will now position this hair to be the same level. Look at it. Look at it. Have you seen it now?
Yes, ma'am.
The only place it's going to show now is the beginning of your hair. When you start braiding, covering it with this extension, you know that your hair, this hair I've taken is more than my extension. You know that?
Yes.
But then I compress it in. When I'm braiding the hair, you make sure that your extension is on top. Why? When you're braiding, you don't lose your braids don't make it too loose.
You see? Look at the way it's beautiful. It will be showing the head. I use blue and red for my daughter.
Yes.
They will be seeing the hair. They will be seeing the blue from one side.
You're not making any mistake, and you're making a right move. The more you do it, the more you correct yourself. You're observing it that this is how it is, and that is where you're working towards, and you're going to get it. So now you continue to braid this hair as I'm braiding it. Look at it. Keep braiding. Yes. I'm braiding it, and I'm still covering it because I've positioned the extension. The extension, when I'm braiding, is giving me the same direction where the natural hair is on the down, where my extension is on the top. Let's go ahead and finish it. I'm going to show you now. So go ahead and do this method I just showed you now. You see the difference. Let's quickly braid it, and you understand it now. You're on the right. For making that move, you're on the right track. But on this level, do what I just showed you now. So when it comes to this point, look at this one now. The hair. It's just I don't know whether the camera you'll be seeing it. Now, this one is smaller. Look at this. This one is smaller. These ones are longer. You have to borrow hair.
Yes, sometimes it happen to me like that.
Yes, when it comes to this one, look at it. Bring this one. Bring this one that is smaller in the middle like this. Yeah?
Okay.
Then you now take the hair. Don't take it from the top. Take it from the down like this. Borrow. Take it from the down. So when you take it from the down, this is my mannequin. Let me move into that side. Then you now go ahead and start braiding. So it will not give you the evenness. Can you see that you didn't see the gap where I borrowed hair?
No.
My hair is still equal because I took it from the down. You didn't see the difference. All the puffiness that will make it, one side will be big, one side will be small. Look at this one again. Yeah, don't worry, you get it. Don't worry. Look at this side now. This one in the middle is bigger. Then I'll just take a little bit from the side now. Give it to this one. You see? Then you now continue to braid. It still gives you that evenness. It gives you that evenness. I'll show you the braids now. Despite that the hair is a lot, can you see it?
I can see it. Look at the way it's beautiful. I don't know when I can do this.
No. The more you practice, the better you become. You're better than people that have not practiced at all. Now you can even do something that your daughter will use in going to school. You're on the right track. Keep doing it. Before you know it, you start getting clients now, adding to your daughters. When you do that, people will say, who did your hair? It's my mom. Can she do my hair? Then you charge them. That is it. Do you understand?
Yes.
So your question now will make other people benefit. That is why I used to bring people up. Right. So let's go ahead and ask her. Thank you so much. Let's give her these cheers for that. For all her efforts, she's been trying her best, and now at least she can bring something. The daughter go to school with it. So well done, Sophia. You're on the right track. Keep going, keep going.
I appreciate it.
Yes.
God bless you.
What you're going to do for me is that this process of your hair time, the keeping the videos, or you can even send it on your account. This is my first time of braiding. This is my after. In fact, it will encourage people on your own account as well. Oh my God, this woman, this is how she started, and now her braid is getting better. Anytime you braid your children hair, put it on your video. Send it there. That this is where I started though. They will see it. People encourage you on the comment section. The time you get it like this, they will now say, oh my God, this woman have improved a lot. Right. So let's give Ofia, is it Ofia Joye? Please, can you say something if you want to say something? If not, we'll call the class.
Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon, ma. How are you, ma?
I'm fine. Thank you so much for the teaching. I've really learned a lot.
You're welcome.
I've been joining your life too, and I've been learning a lot.
All right.
At least I've learned the traditional method today, and I just have a little request.
Yes.
I've been wanting to make feathers, but the cutting of the feathers is a challenge to me. So maybe one of the days of your class.
Yes, I'm going to do it. Always be in the class. Any day I will show up with that feather. Like today now, I did cut hair for somebody that requested.
Yes, I saw it.
Normally, I don't do the class all the time. Do you know the reason why? Because you have to get a packet of hair all the time, be cutting it. When you come to my session now, you see hair cut everywhere. But it's just to make sure people learn. Because if I don't teach you that process, you will not know the process, because you need the process to get into hair, because you're going to definitely come across that process one day. So the earlier you know it, you see, when I'm doing that process, most people say, they'll just ignore it. When they need it, they will not say, oh, I remember she was telling me how to cut this hair. I didn't pay attention. That's how it is. So I'm going to come and show you how to do the feathers. It's almost the same thing, just to cut it. It depends on the size. I'll show you the sizes you need. Then you now take the extension. The top will be more bigger, then the down will be a little bit smaller. When you dip it into the hot water, everything will go on flat. You see that you have your feathers on. So thank you so much, everybody. Let's give her cheers for this. Let's see. I think let me see whether somebody is requesting. Nobody is requesting again. Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Thank you so much, and God bless you for coming to the class today.
Thank you, ma.
Thank you, ma. God bless you.
You're welcome. Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye so much. And I thank you everyone for supporting the live. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Right. Let me bring it down. Expand and reduce. Okay. Let's see. Calm down. Why is it not coming up? Okay, then let's just. Okay, no problem. I'll see you guys. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you guys on.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay,
Bye.
thank you, ma. Bye.
Bye. End the live. Wow. Thank you so much on YouTube. If you have any question, I've not been seeing questions on YouTube, but if you have any question when you're watching this video, please go ahead and put the question under the comment section. I'm going to answer you definitely of any question. Thank you so much, and God bless you for watching today. And I'll see you on my next class. Bye, everyone. And my name remains Grace Lowen from GraceLawendhair. See you. Thank you. Please subscribe to my channel, share the videos. It will help us to grow. Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. Bye, everyone.